Louis, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. Remember that.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow.
It's a selection effect.
If you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's gonna have to fucking try.
You've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price.
Because I can tell you right now, every single one of you out there have exactly what you deserve.
You've got to work harder, you've got to commit more, you've got to take more responsibility, you've got to deal with more ups and downs.
You might think that life is unfair. You might think that life dealt you a bad hand, but I'm here to tell you life will give you exactly what you tolerate. And if you've been tolerating mediocrity, you've been tolerating average, you've been tolerating this victim mentality that you're carrying, then guess what? You have exactly what you deserve.
Nobody cares, you know? At the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job.
Every day when you get out of bed, life's standing right there to kick you in the fucking face, man. Life is gonna throw all kinds of crazy shit at you, and you have to be ready for it, and you gotta fucking deal with it. You can't curl up into a ball, you can't run away from it, you can't hide. You have to take all this shit head on.
Life is tough sometimes, and it's not fair, and it doesn't care sometimes. But you're gonna hold true to what you believe, and you're gonna hold true to who you are, and you're gonna be that person whether it's easy or it's not.
Every single person who wants to do something with their life and has done something with their life has gone through the exact chapter that you're going through, and it's the lonely chapter.
The best in the world are not the best because they win every point. It's because they know they'll lose again and again and have learned how to deal with it. You want to become a master at overcoming hard moments. That is, to me, the sign of a champion. You accept it, cry it out if you need to, and then force a smile. You move on, be relentless, adapt and grow, work harder, work smarter. Remember, work smarter.
The amount of times when I was on my lonely path where I was too different from the friends that I had, but not successful enough to be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with. That's when you want people to root for you. That's when you want people to support you. Once you've already won, people are like, he's amazing, he's so good. But like, that's the time when you need it the least. If you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
You can be the most talented, the smartest, the best educated person with the most valuable contacts and all the advantages in life, but if you are not focused, it doesn't do you any good at all. If you do not have clear, specific goals for your life, you are doomed forever to work for people who do.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do 100%.
Yeah. I want to be like all in. If it doesn't work, but at least I can look back and be like, you tried your best. And that's all that anybody can ever ask, is that you tried your best. I want to tick every single box so that in 5 years or 10 years, I can look back and go, look, you tried your best. Yeah. And that's all I can do.
But when you put that practice in every day, you lace them up. You lace them motherfuckers up every day. Pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll win.
You have to be like all in. And if you're not all in, you're going to get beat up in front of loads of people. That's just the way it goes.
One thing that I've discovered is the black sheep of the family always, if they keep getting back up again, turns out to be the GOAT.
So many people die with untapped potential because they think that someone else is fucking better than them.
99% of people in the world are convinced that they're incapable of achieving great things, so they aim for the mediocre. If you are insecure, guess what? The rest of the world is too. Do not overestimate the competition and underestimate yourself. You are better than you think.
And I'm telling you from the bottom of my soul, it is so easy to beat people today. They are so soft. They have no work ethic. No one can stick with anything. Everyone's distracted. They're on social media. They're counting their fucking notifications because they can't stick with shit. They can't say no.
Be selfish for the next 3 years. Go get yourself strong. Put some money in the bank. Because if you go all in, if you stop thinking, I wish I could do more, be more, go all in and make the money. Get secure and put your oxygen mask on, and what you can do in 5 years from now, what you can do in 7 years from now, what you could do in 12 years from now is unbelievable.
The world belongs to optimists, because if you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
You gotta keep working. Your time's gonna come, trust me. Everybody's like, you gotta work. Your time is gonna happen. You're here for a reason, but you gotta be ready, because if you're not, it's on you.
The reality is, the more risk you take, the luckier you get.
Take the biggest f***ing risks of your entire life right now. Remember, you have time.
So people need to learn to take one big risk a day. Every day take a risk and build up that risk muscle, because risk is where success comes.
If you go forward in the face of overwhelming odds, you risk failure. But risk must be taken for the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing.
You can get so scared and you can be so easily lulled into the idea that good is good enough, that feeling safe and comfortable is what you should always be looking for. That way of thinking in your 20s in particular, dead wrong. I want you to start to create this mindset of taking risks and going big.
It takes more effort to start in the beginning, and more people are right about the fact they're like, hey, you're not going to hit it big. And guess what? A month in, you're not. But they're only measuring on months. And at 6 months, you're also not going to have hit it big yet. And they're going to be like, I'm still f***ing right. And at a year, you're still not going to have hit it big. And they'll still be f***ing right. And every day that you haven't hit it, they're going to feel like they were right. But they're wrong, because they're measuring in days and you're measuring in decades.
I am the only one paying the price. I am the only one doing what's required. Everybody else is sitting at home eating Doritos, and I am out here in the snow getting better. How can you not be excited about that?
Just keep stacking days. Just keep stacking days. As long as you keep stacking days, I promise you, you will see the change. But my coach used to always say, everything that you want is on the other side of hard.
Because as long as you have breath in your lungs, as long as your heart is beating, as long as you have consciousness in your mind, you can go and rewrite the story of how your life ends and how your life continues from this day forward, the legacy that you live.
But we have to start taking responsibility for ourselves. Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. We have to stop putting it off and making excuses for why we aren't where we want to be. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing.
So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself.
Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. You're not living the best life that you want to live. You're not the person you want to be. You're not the person the 8-year-old you wanted to be. And I bet you're not even taking steps to become that person, are you?
Taking full accountability for your life with all of the deficiencies that you have may be the most painful thing that you do when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my fault.
If you build yourself back, it's only going to make you stronger, even if it doesn't work out. But a lot of times it does, if you really pursue it.
Nothing's ever going to be given to you. Everything's going to be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not going to get the results.
So what you say is, I am unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I don't care what it is, I'm unstoppable. Nothing will stop me. The greatest of all qualities to guarantee success is the absolute willingness to go at anything and refuse to stop until you achieve it. And you know something? The statistics show that 95% of the goals that you set for yourself, you will achieve if you refuse to quit.
I don't care what you're going to do, but go out there and make something of yourself for God's sake. Be an honest person and work and get to the top of whatever it is that you want to get to the top of.
I don't have motivation a lot of time. It's actually more about discipline. It's about just getting it done. Get up and get it done. Like with anything, with work, with working out, with creating a product, with building a brand, with relationships, whatever. It's discipline over motivation. Motivation's a small thing that can last 2 minutes or an hour.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do.
If you've got discipline, you're willing to do it every single day of your life. And knowing that it's going to take so long to do it, you just get up and do it. You don't even think about motivation.
The feeling I feel right now, as bad as it feels, is a hell of a lot better feeling than a life where you throw the towel in. That's something you never recover from. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up stronger. I'll feel alive, and I'll have the belief and confidence backing me up. After a good night's rest, I can only get better. When the towel's down in life, there is no There's no more rounds, man. You threw it in.
One of the strongest mental frames that has gotten me through my hardest times is thinking this will be the story that I will one day tell. And that means the harder it is, the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the hero.
I didn't teach myself victory first. I taught myself failure. I taught myself how to fail. People are like, that's so depressing. Is it? When you're 300 pounds and you can't read and write and you're f***ed up, you know how many times you're gonna fail on that process? So if you don't know how to fail, there is no victory.
You learn nothing from success, nothing. You learn everything from the failures. And this is the thing that annoys me about the state that the world is in at the moment is no one talks about failure anymore. It's like shame. Like failure is shame. And it's like, oh, let's just bury that and not talk about it. No one goes, oh, what do we learn from this? Whereas with success, everyone shouts about it, but there's nothing in success. Success happens from failing hundreds of times.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
I truly believe that if you work hard enough at something, I don't care what it is, that you can really become an expert.
But it doesn't just happen overnight. You have to be rubbish. And you have to have people laugh at you. And you have to have people go, oh, go on, get a real job. No, this isn't really going to work. You have to. And you just have to have belief that eventually it is going to get better.